Opening sideline, a look there at the Carolina head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other sideline, it is the head coach of the Saints. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go here in New Orleans. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Open man, Teteroa McMillan. He's into space past the 25. And he's into the end zone. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return is Trey Palmer. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind.
No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got it.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shaheed with the catch. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needs to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get him the ball back. So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll drop to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The Saints will punt this one away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Carlson's kick is good. And the Panthers take a 14-8 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And nothing has come from these first two drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Saints. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Let's go now. Hut, block 40. Drill,
from the gun, it's Young. That one complete to Leggett. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Young. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
15. 1st down, Panthers.
1 quarter in the books. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
To throw is Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Panthers are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to the air one more time. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. That one out wide for Kamara. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. but it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The right side to Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They face 2nd down and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Young. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 55 yards on the game.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
A 30-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26
The Saints offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Saints
on first down, here's Rattler. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. Out to his right. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Rattler to the air once more. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down. On the double.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1.
Ready.
A fake to Kamara, and now Rattler. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
I think everyone in the stadium is expecting a run there. So what do? On these early downs? You call play action. I love it. You're hoping to catch them off guard and selling out on the run here down near the goal line, but defense was ready for it. Nowhere to go with the ball. It's a really nice job there by the defense, staying disciplined in their coverage.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. The Saints offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Saints first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is brought in. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. from the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And
he barrels his way into the end zone. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that matters, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Blue check.
On play action, Young. Check this down as Hubbard out of the backfield. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Yellow. 10 cycles.
Now Young. That one taken in right side by Legette.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 2nd down, Young. They go back to Legette. He's got another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Carolina.
45, White.
Out of the shotgun, Young.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Oh, this pass rush dials in right now. They get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Panthers first down.
Check right.
On 1st down is Young. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field.
Red. 18 Cardinal. 18.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's going to have the Saints first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
First down.
On the ground, it's Kamara. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another run here with Kamara. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Oh, big hole left side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength of this.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
But just think back here in this game alone. How many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
Allen to throw on third, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. That is Joey Bosa. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's gonna be caught. And that's not gonna work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go again with White, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now, faking the give, pushed out to his left, and that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes, so can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Set up the screen, out wide, it's Brown, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
For a Saints first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one complete to Palmer. To the pylon, he's in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run on the jet sweep, and he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it.
Offside.
Good job by the defense. No gain.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. Gravity line.
From the gun, here is Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field.
Ready? 60 by 60.
He'll look to throw. A throw there. Caught by Legette. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Panther 60.
Throwing now from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Hits as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out wide, it's big. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Come on.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Quarterback sack. A loss of 6 yards. 2nd down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Back to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That one too far over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Inside the 40. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain.
Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Here we go. One final play. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. That's deep for Olave. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Saints, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their